Hello, Derek. Tom Triumph. Can you hear me okay?
Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, man, so great to connect. I'm so happy to have you on my little field notes episodes. I had such a wonderful time. It was really a privilege. I don't know if I had the chance to thank you, but um, I love being in the audience there at the TEDx event in Cape May. I know your video just went live, but as someone who was in the audience and listening to the oohs and ahs throughout your performance, I mean, it was really great. So I love that. Thank you for that.
Oh, it's my great pleasure, man. It was good meeting all of you, and I would wish for everybody doing a TEDx talk that they have somebody like you in their corner cheering them on.
So kind of you. Well, there were a lot of people. The whole audience was cheering you on.
Hmm.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, and I want to include the link to your talk in the comments below. I know it just
Sure.
went live. But first, let me say, Derek Selinger is a friend of mine. He is a powerful force in mentalism, in magic, as a speaker. He's been doing this for decades. We'll learn a little bit more about that from you. But I want to talk specifically about your TEDx presentation. So it was on the topic of wish, a wish versus dream, and the difference between that. And you demonstrated it in a very compelling way. Would you mind sharing a little bit? Don't give away the what happens in the TEDx talk. I want people to watch that. But will you talk a little bit about wish versus dream and your thinking on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I played, I did a piece of mentalism in the TEDx talk itself, as you know. And if you watch it, folks, you're going to be able to see it in real time. But what I really honed in on is the idea of lottery tickets, because we have this belief that everything's luck, right? These guys are successful because they're lucky. These guys are creative because they're lucky. It's all luck. It's all luck. It's all lottery. It's a big, big lottery. And so I wanted to play with that concept. And so I actually did a form of a lottery type of prediction with a lottery ticket from I think it was PA, and we did it in real time in front of the whole audience. It's strong magic. It's strong mentalism. It's all about the power of influence, because of what I wanted to do is influence the audience to see the lottery system in a different way, and therefore see their opportunities in a different way, that there is a
Right,
difference between wishing for something and dreaming about it.
right. Yeah, that was fantastic. I don't think I'll ever forget what I saw there. It was like a dream, but I was there and I did see it. So let me ask you, what sort of prompted this thinking, this distinction between wishing and dreaming? What caused you to sort of develop that as an idea worth spreading?
Right. Well, the initial, I guess, catalyst for the thought happened to me on a cruise ship stage. And I talk about it in the TED Talk. So I won't ruin the catalyst yet. But as I continued to think about this distinction, this delineation between wishing and dreaming, I started to notice when I performed and spoke that people would come up to me and they would pay me compliments, but they would do in a way that was almost self-deprecating. They'd be like, "Oh, you're so amazing. I could never do that. You're so great at what you do." And it's kind of this, without knowing it, they were putting themselves down and
Hmm.
and not believing in their own abilities. And it started to really kind of bother me, in the sense of like, the reason I'm an artist is to inspire people to do more, and not make them feel like, oh, look, here's the great magician that's so good at his job, I could never do that. So I wanted to really encourage people that, listen, you could do this. Like, there is something you have to give, and this is your wheelhouse, Tom, because you're all about creativity. We all have this creative spark and creative ability, and we need to find a way to harness it and
Yeah,
express it in meaningful ways.
right.
And so I really have worked on that for many, many years, and then it's culminated in this TED Talk itself.
Yeah, yeah. And the message came through loud and clear. And by the way,
Good.
I think I mentioned this at the outset of the call. Maybe I didn't, but it's worth mentioning again, is that the large TED organization chose this as a talk to promote. So it just went live here in the very end of April. It's really been up just a day or so. You've already got tens and tens of thousands of views. So I'll include the link, and I know everybody's going to like it. I hate to ask you for um, sort of a favor, but I love I
Uh-huh.
love watching you perform. Would you mind doing something? I mean, I know it's
I
spontaneous.
came
You don't have
prepared,
to. You
baby.
don't have
I
to.
came. No, no, I'd love to. And it's, audience, Tom and I didn't set this up. He has no idea what I'm about to do. He's not like a
I don't.
shill. I don't work
I
that
need
way
to
anyway.
hold on to my seat or something.
That's right. I'm gonna commit to these cards right here, Tom, and put them right up in front and keep them in frame the whole time. But I want you to catch what I'm throwing. Okay, I'm gonna try and just push you in a direction. Okay, I want you to imagine that in my hand, I have a invisible deck of cards. Okay, I'm gonna drop all the cards except the 4 kings. I'm going to separate them with one hand into 2 different colors. We've got the black kings and the red kings. Which kings would you like? The black kings or the red kings?
I would like a red king.
The red kings? I'm going to give you
Yes,
both of them. They're coming through the screen. Catch them. All right. You got them?
I got them
Hey,
both.
good. That's his imagination. That's good. Okay. You've left me with 2 kings, the 2 black kings, the king of clubs and the king of spades. I'm going to give one of these kings back to you normally. The other one we're going to turn upside down and put in your little pile upside down. Which one do you want to be upside down? Your free choice, the king of clubs or the king of spades, your choice.
I would like the king of spades to be upside down.
Very good. Here's the club normally. I'm going to pass it to you. You got it.
All right.
And the spade, I'm going to turn upside down and put it in your pack upside down. Now, Tom, you have to admit by your free decisions, you have reversed 1 king and 1 king only, and that king is the king of spades, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Fan the invisible cards out so we can show the king of spades is in fact, he's got a great imagination. Tom triumphed. There you go. Now, Tom, before we began here, I knew you would reverse 1 king and 1 king only, and that king would be the king of spades. And to prove it to you, I'll draw your attention to these 4 large cards right here. In the middle of these 4 large cards, I have reversed 1 king.
What?
The king of spades.
What? That's
Now, I was so sure you would choose the king of spades that I colored its back red.
wow. That's
In fact, I was so sure, Tom, I didn't even bother printing the other 3.
wow. That was actually a little scary. Hey man, that was great. You've been very
Thanks, brother.
generous with your time. I loved it. I know everybody's going to love watching your TEDx talk. And thank you very much for that demonstration. That was fantastic. My mind's a little bit blown. I'm not sure what to say.
Good.
Other than that was kind of freaked me out. Thank you, buddy.
My great pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, Derek.
Bye-bye.